Being rich in history, art, and culture, the Eternal City of Rome is a treasure to mankind. The ancient ruins, magnificent landmarks, and charming neighborhoods are more than enough to captivate tourists from all over the world. If you plan to visit the city in 2023, don't miss out on the top 10 tourist attractions. Number 10. Piazza Navona. The Piazza Navona is one of the most spectacular public squares in Rome. It's built upon the site of an ancient Roman stadium. The place attracts tourists because of the mixture of a busy yet relaxing atmosphere with the presence of many magnificent fountains and Baroque palaces. There are also many cafes that offer alfresco arrangements. This provides an opportunity for you to be entertained by the many street performers and local artists. During the Christmas season, the Piazza Navona becomes even more popular with the annual Christmas market. What's not to miss? Marvel at the centerpiece fountain, the Fountain of the Four Rivers, designed by Bernini. Helpful travel tips. You can get to Piazza Navona via the several bus lines that serve the area. If you arrive at the Berberini metro station, the public square is within walking distance. If you plan to relax around, try to visit during the early morning or late afternoon. Number 9. Capitolini Museums. The Capitolini Museums, located on Capitolini Hill, is famous for housing a massive collection of ancient Roman art and artifacts. The art galleries at Palazzo dei Conservatori and Palazzo Nuovo are open for you to admire many iconic artworks and masterpieces that can only be seen frequently in encyclopedias. These artworks include the symbolic statue of Capitolini Wolf, the larger statue of Emperor Constantine, and the outstanding frescoes of the Hall of Horati and Curiati. Even if you're not an art connoisseur, it's impossible not to be amazed at this place. What's not to miss? Admire iconic sculptures such as the Capitolini Wolf and the Dying Gaul. Explore galleries like the Palazzo dei Conservatori and the Palazzo Nuovo for ancient statues, paintings, and archaeological finds. Helpful travel tips. You can get to the Capitolini Museums on foot from the Roman Forum or the Coliseum. Consider purchasing a combined ticket that includes entry to both the Capitolini Museums and the nearby Roman Forum in Palatine Hill. To avoid crowds, visit in the morning or during weekdays. Number 8. Trastavari. Trastavari is a vibrant bohemian neighborhood located on the west bank of the Tiber River. Its narrow cobblestone streets and mesmerizing alleys add more to the charm and liveliness of the atmosphere. Aside from the aesthetics, Trastavari is filled with Roman culture, from local cuisine to excellent craftsmanship. Furthermore, the nightlife in that neighborhood is as iconic as its nearby ancient church, the Basilica di Santa Maria. What's not to miss? Explore the ancient church of Basilica of Santa Maria, which is adorned with stunning mosaics. Wander through the neighborhood's alleys filled with artisan shops, trendy boutiques, and inviting trattorias. Experience the lively nightlife by visiting one of the many bars or enjoying live music performances. Helpful travel tips. The Trastavari can be reached by crossing several bridges such as Ponte Sisto or Ponte Garibaldi. The place is best explored on foot, therefore wear comfortable shoes. Be respectful of the residents and keep noise levels to a minimum, especially during late hours. Number 7. Villa Borghese. The Villa Borghese serves as a relaxing escape from the busy city life. The massive park is perfect for strolling around with pleasing tree-lined paths. You can also traverse along the lake with a rented rowboat. Within the gardens, the Galleria Borghese can be found. It's a renowned art gallery that houses masterpieces from famous Italian artists like Raphael, Bernini, and Caravaggio. Overall, the Villa Borghese caters to people from all walks of life. What's not to miss? Try to explore the entirety of Villa Borghese, whether on foot or on a rented bike. Visit the Galleria Borghese to appreciate more beautiful masterpieces. Helpful travel tips. Villa Borghese can be easily accessible using public transportation. If you're at the Flaminio metro station, you're just within walking distance of the park. Try having a picnic at the park. If you plan to visit Galleria Borghese, book tickets in advance since the entry is limited to a number of visitors. Number 6. The Spanish Steps. The Spanish Steps is an iconic stairway consisting of 100-plus steps. Its wideness offers a place for visitors to stay and relax, Given that it's located at the heart of Rome's luxury shopping district, the steps connect the Piazza dei Spagna to the magnificent Trinità dei Monti Church. The vantage point it offers can truly give you an opportunity to soak in the beauty of Rome. What's not to miss? The springtime enables many flowers to bloom around the stairs, and thus the landmark exudes a more romantic vibe. Make sure to visit the Trinità dei Monti Church. If you like a museum for literary arts, the nearby Keats Shelley House is a museum dedicated to Roman poets. Helpful travel tips? Once you're at the Piazza dei Spagna, the Spanish Steps can be easily accessible. The nearest station is the Spagna metro station. In crowded times, it's discouraged to sit on the steps. If you're looking to snap a picture of you sitting down, do it as quickly as you can. Number 5. The Trevi Fountain. The Trevi Fountain is one captivating masterpiece. This enormous Baroque fountain is designed by Nicola Salvi and depicts characters from Roman mythology. The fountain is so iconic that you can't stop yourself from visiting the place more than once. What's not to miss? Participate in a tradition wherein you toss a coin in order to wish for safe travels. Try to visit at nighttime, wherein the fountain will be magnificently illuminated. Helpful travel tips? The Trevi Fountain is within walking distance of the Berberini metro station. Also, it's not that far from the Spanish Steps. Like the Spanish Steps, the place can get crowded in peak hours. With almost all of the attention focused on the fountain's beauty, it can serve as an opportunity for pickpockets. Observe a heightened level of caution. Number 4. The Pantheon. The Pantheon is one of the symbols of the mighty Roman Empire. Built more than 2,000 years ago, it was a temple dedicated to Roman mythological gods. Now it serves as a Christian church. From the massive columns to the epic interior, the Roman Forum is truly preserved to be appreciated. What's not to miss? Make sure to appreciate every piece of the Pantheon's architecture, from the marble columns to the extravagant interior of the dome. Check out the oculus and observe how it lets sunlight in during the daytime or moonlight in the nighttime in order to illuminate the interior. Helpful travel tips? The Pantheon is centrally located in Rome, so if you're at the Piazza Navona or the Trevi Fountain, you can reach the place on foot. To avoid crowds, visit early in the morning or later in the evening. Wear appropriate clothes and observe proper decorum, for the Pantheon is now a church. Number 3. The Roman Forum. If the Pantheon is a symbol of Rome's religion, then the Roman Forum is a symbol of ancient Rome's political might. The remnants are testament of how grandeur the Roman Empire was. You may be seeing ruins of government buildings and temples, but the richness of stories and information that you can get in your visit is priceless. What's not to miss? Do not miss the interesting information and stories that your guide will provide as you tour the iconic ruins of the Roman Forum. Climb the Palatine Hill for a panoramic view of the Roman Forum. Helpful travel tips. The Roman Forum can be easily accessible on foot if you're near the Coliseum or the Piazza Venezia. Since the terrain can be uneven and the space is wide open, try to wear clothing appropriate to the weather and the level of comfort you desire. Having a tour guide is highly recommended. Number 2. The Vatican Museums and St. Peter's Basilica. Both the Vatican Museums and the St. Peter's Basilica are located in Vatican City. In case you don't know, Vatican City may be an independent state, but it's still located inside Rome and can be easily accessible. Aside from being the global center of Christianity, it's adorned with countless masterpieces from the best Italian artists of all time. You can find many treasures in the Vatican Museums. Even if you're a non-believer, you'll find it impossible not to be impressed with their unbelievable collections. Meanwhile, St. Peter's Basilica is one of the most recognizable and significant churches of the Roman Catholics. From the exterior to the interior, it all has traces of the greatness of the Renaissance period. What's not to miss? Check out all the masterpieces such as Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling and Pieta, Raphael's rooms, and the Gallery of Maps. Climb the dome for a panoramic view of Rome's skyline. Visit the Vatican Grottos, the final resting place of many popes. Helpful travel tips. The closest station to Vatican City is the Ottaviano San Pietro metro station. The Vatican Museums can get very busy real quick, so it'll be best to book tickets in advance or choose a guided tour. When visiting Vatican City and any of the places within, make sure you wear an appropriate outfit and are on your best behavior. Number 1. The Coliseum. Nothing represents Rome like the Coliseum. It's regarded as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, even though it's just a remnant of a massive amphitheater that served as the center of entertainment for ancient Rome. The historical significance it holds is more than enough to attract countless visitors. As you tour around, you'll be hearing many profound stories. What's not to miss? Soak in the grandeur of the once massive amphitheater, immersed in the stories that'll be delivered by your tour guide. Explore the underground chambers where wild animals were kept, and walk through the corridors where spectators once gathered. Helpful travel tips. The Coliseum is just walking distance from the Coliseum metro station. To avoid long queues, it's recommended to purchase skip-the-line tickets in advance or consider joining a guided tour. Conclusion. The city of Rome is regarded as an eternal city due to its rich history, culture, and creativity. The tourist attractions are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also represent a level of significance to the world. So if you plan to visit the city, make sure to prioritize the places listed previously, but also the best activities to do on our next video. See you in the next one.